Science. Alright. So I'm going to do the signal flow project, taking this battery, emergent cell, alkaline, 9-volt battery. And I'm supposedly going to make this LED light up using this resistor, which is just under 300 ohms. Yeah, ohms, that's the word for it. So, I'll show you what I'm doing. Alligator clamps, and we're actually, the whole idea is to test this here 1/4-inch cable. Make sure it works because there are 2 cables running inside, one from the tip to the tip, one from the shaft to the shaft. I just call it a shaft, it's not a shaft. Shell, or I call it, it's a shaft now, I just call it a shaft. Alright, that sleeve is what I remembered. So, take the plus side of this, gotta get a big enough clamp to fit on the side or whatever this will fit. Do one of these. I'm actually gonna show you my work. Bada boom. Then we're gonna take this coming from the positive side. We're gonna put it on the tip of this 1/4-inch cable, like so. Then that's gonna run all the way through, and it's one cable, and come to the tip of this, the other side, where I'm gonna hook. What was a good clamp? This guy, this red guy right here, up to the tip, like so. And I'm also, once I do that, I'm going to hook the other side to the shaft, which will in turn send it back through, if this is a big enough clamp, which it isn't. So I'm going to grab a bigger and better clamp, because round things are not the easiest things to clamp onto because of geometry stuff. Alright, and then that will send the signal back through the other cord, which will then in turn go to this shaft. I really apologize for saying shaft, it's just in my head now, and it's not coming out. So there, now we have a signal going through from the battery through the cable. There, I don't want to move these too much for fear that they'll come off. So then we have this coming out, and I'm going to hook this up to the positive end of the LED, which is the not rounded side. You can't really see, but trust me on this one. The not rounded side, clamp. Then we're going to clamp the other side, which you can tell is the negative side, by sometimes they have a shorter prong on it, or always they kind of like, you can always tell there's a flat side. So from the flat side, you want to connect to the resistor. Doesn't matter which way you do it. Clamperton. And take this other clamp. Do want to get that through. Clampity clamp. And go on the other side of the resistor, like so. So, if all works correctly, I should hook this up to the negative side of the battery, and this should light up. I had some problems before. I don't know if it will or not, so let's see. Yeah, alas, nothing. I don't know if it is a bum LED. I was doing a lot of pre-testing before this, and it just wasn't working. So it's all hooked up correctly to my knowledge. I'll go back. Oh, that just came off. I'll go back to my face just so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's not lighting up. But in theory, we created a closed circuit going from the positive end of the battery to the tip of the cable, to the other tip of the cable, from the tip to the shaft, shaft all the way back through to the other shaft, shaft coming out to the LED, LED going out to the resistor, which takes the volts down, and back into the battery. So it should be a closed circuit. It's not lighting up. It is a closed circuit, it's not lighting up, so there's something faulty around the way. Some gear, it's a lot of old stuff, but that should work. And science.